Constable.
Yes, madam, what is it?
I've just arrived by train and somebody's stolen my bag.
You'll catch cold, you. Better go and buy a new pair.
You're a funny sort of policeman, you are.
Well, you see, a policeman's the latest profession, for which one must get a degree. They're putting out feelers for gentlemen peelers, and soon you'll see bobbies like me, monocled, matey and debonair, lolling about in Leicester Square, when you fellows like me in the force. Crime is just bound to decrease. There'll be no traffic jams when we've passed our exams, so hurrah for the public school police. The tunics will have to be altered, to show our school colours, of course. Our knowledge of classics will be quite unique, and to prove to the crooks all the lingos we speak, we'll warn them in Latin and charge them in Greek when you fellows like me in the force. We'll have our own barbers for haircuts and shaves. We won't crop our heads like the convicts and knaves. When our helmets are off, you'll see permanent waves when you fellows like me in the force. The domestics will worship these capturers of crooks, and society damsels with ravishing looks will take jobs as parlourmaids, housemaids and cooks when you fellows like me in the force. When one of us marries, how people will stare at the archways of truncheons held up in the air outside St. George's in Hanover Square when you fellows like me in the force. I say, keep that bus back, will you? When a varsity education becomes the police constable's test, it'll really be unique to see on each tunic embroidered their own college crest. And you'll see them exchanging the latest tales or holding up buses with manicured nails. When you fellows like me in the force, well, crime is just bound to decrease. There'll be no traffic jams when we've passed our exams, so hurrah for the public school police, hurrah, hurrah. The collars will have to be altered to show off our school ties, of course. You'll be proud to be friendly with us, you'll agree. You'll ask us to breakfast, lunch, dinner and tea, for we'll all speak most frightfully BBC when you fellows like me in the force. We'll know all about maths, furlong, pole perch and rod. We'll use Latin tags at a magistrate's nod. We'll call prison Haec Propterea Quad when you fellows like me in the force. And no more outsized boots will give foreigners shocks. We'll turn up our trousers and show off our hocks. We'll wear buckskin shoes and such beautiful socks when you fellows like me in the force. Police stations will have bars where friends we can treat. We shall quaff chota pegs when we come off our beat. And they'll shake a good bronx down at Marlborough Street when you fellows like me in the force. A crook will go free if he rides well and hunts. He can murder his host or break into shop fronts. But if he drops an H, we'll arrest him at once when you fellows like me in the force. When you fellows like me in the force, we'll see the crime ceases and stops. There'll be no stealing cars when we've learnt how to pass. 3 cheers for the classical cops. We'll be reading Policecraft up at Oxford and attending the new Rosa course. If a young girl approaches and gives us the cue and says, "Have you the time?" in the way that they do, we'll say, "We've got the time, little lady. Have you?" when you fellows like me in the force. Ah, that's my chum calling. I must return to my potty.